Hello, English 155 students. This is Professor Blumberg. In this short screencast, I want to show you some additional resources to use for your career presentation, which you're going to capture using some kind of screencast application. So, in the previous video, I explored the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and that's just bls.gov. And that's going to be a great starting place. But if you're looking for additional resources, to fill out your presentation, I want to show you just a few more. So here I am at the HTTC website. And if you come to academics, scroll down, you can look at the library website. Okay. Now, if you're unfamiliar with some library resources, you might want to take a trip to campus. If you're in the Conway area and you go to the Conway Library on Tech's campus, you can talk to Chris Williams, who is the reference librarian, and he's familiar with this project. So the first thing I want to look at is the catalog. You can come over here to advanced search, and the catalog searches all of the books and sometimes ebooks and a lot of the physical holdings like DVDs that are actually housed in our 3 campus libraries. You can also search other campuses and request them, but we'll just search text libraries for now. So notice I'm gonna link together 2 keywords. Maybe I'll have engineer, and I have and career. Now in Google you can typically string a bunch of words together and Google can figure out what you're looking for. With the library catalog you want to be a little bit more careful and actually piece together separate keywords and connect them with and. And so I'll just search here, and we've got 5 books in the Conway Library. So, you know, this looks like it would be helpful. There are a lot of great books to help you with this career presentation. My face-to-face classes have used them. And just clicking on the title will give you a little bit more information. And so it seems like it's a handy new guide for readers interested in switching jobs. Tips for career change. So this might be good for a very general overview of what an engineer or a mechanic does. Alright, so let's go back to the library main page. Second thing I want to show you is databases. Databases are really sort of a portal, a way to search a group of periodicals, newspapers, journals, magazines that have to do with a given subject area or field. I was trying to do some browsing to see which databases would be most helpful to everybody in this class, and there's one that I really want to recommend. So if you come to databases, click on databases A to Z, click on F, there's this Ferguson's Career Guidance Center. And there's a search, so you can search up here for, you know, nursing, early childhood education. Sometimes it does give you some of the same information as Bureau of Labor Statistics, but you will find some differences in added resources. So please check Ferguson's. It's part of the Facts on File database that we subscribe to at the library. Okay, additional resources. If you come to Google, you'll notice that I just did a search here for National Association of Mechanical Engineers. Nearly every profession has some kind of professional association that you can be a part of, and usually those websites are a great place to find news about the field, and especially if you're looking in you know, where this field is heading, that's where you might find the most up-to-date information. So, you know, whether it's associations of educators, associations of nurses, engineers, take a look at that association website and you can use information there as well. There are a couple other resources that I was looking at. One is SC Works, okay? And so if you're curious as to, you know, what this field looks like on a more local level, you can visit scworks.com and try and locate some additional information here. Lastly, you can talk to professionals in the field, or maybe a professor that teaches in the subject area that you're interested in. So any of these sources are good, and I highlight these because they're credible sources. The last thing that I want to point out is how do you integrate these things into your presentation, okay? You need to give credit, and usually crediting good sources reflects positively on you as a speaker, okay? So instead of saying, I looked at, engineers.blogspot.com, which is, sort of nameless, anybody could have written it. If I say this information was from the National Association of Engineers or the Bureau of Labor Statistics, information compiled by Department of Labor of the United States government, those are seen as credible sources, and that credibility ultimately reflects back on you. So in your presentation, if you have a slideshow, a PowerPoint, and you say the average salary for an early childhood educator is $35,000 a year. Okay? You can either put that according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics on the bottom of your slide so it's documented somewhere, or you can actually work it into your presentation to the sentence that you're saying. So you could say, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, early childhood educators have a median income of $35,000. Either way is acceptable. You just want to make sure that the information is credited either on the slide, usually down at the very bottom. If you use PowerPoint, sometimes I've got a template slide that's got a little credit box down at the bottom, or you acknowledge it as you're talking. And that's really for specific information that would be unique. Either the Department of Labor is collecting all this data, or something other than general information. So you've got the databases, the catalog, SC Works, talking to professionals, the Bureau of Labor Statistics. If you have any other questions about sources, please run them through me. I know I said, I don't want you using undocumented websites or Wikipedia. Those can be starting places, but ultimately we want to think about how credible is the website that I'm using, because we want to make sure that our information is factually correct and that it comes from respected sources. All right, thank you.